Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Houston Fieldhouse for tonight's ACHA hockey action. It's the Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute, the Engineers, taking on the University of Cincinnati Bearcats here on RPI TV. And a long journey east for Cincinnati. First ever meeting between these two teams, and a power out of the Southeast Conference region is Cincinnati, which went 29-5 last year overall. The Engineers went 17-13 a year after RPI made history by qualifying for nationals for the first time in program history. Plenty of new faces on this RPI team. They were in action last week, defeating Union 7-0. Austin Egri set the school record, ACHA record for career shutouts with his fifth. He's back in net for RPI. To my right and to my left is Michael Weber, who appeared in Cincinnati's previous game, a 12-1 drubbing of Bowling Green, as we are underway from the Houston Fieldhouse. RPI in their home whites, Cincinnati in all black, as it's worked along the half wall, back out to center, chipped off the glass by the wall, by Brady Campbell. He picked up his first career goal. And now a giveaway and a wraparound try in front, nearly stuffed home. And RPI with an early opportunity there. On the wrap, it was Jack Ryan, opening shift to this game. Nearly gave RPI an early lead. Misplayed behind the goal by Weber. And now back to pick it up for the Engineers, Brady Campbell. Indirect off the wall, out to center ice. Chipped back in by Samuel Dorff for the Bearcats. Puck pops in the air, actually goes out behind the goal. We'll get a stoppage exactly 1 minute in, no score here. Cincinnati 12-1 victory over Bowling Green, their only game so far. RPI 7-0. So the first real challenge for both of these teams here this season coming tonight. RPI plays Clarkson tomorrow here, as the RPI women's varsity team is out west. They're at Minnesota State Mankato, so no varsity home games this weekend. It's alumni weekend for the club team, as this one trickles in on goal, sticked away by Egri. Slammed in from the near point. Another shot coming way high and wide from the far side. That was Colin Rack. And now shot in again on the near side. Nick Akata. Back come the Engineers. Chase Woods, a centering pass. Woods, a big game last time out, 4 points, 2 goals, 2 assists. He probably could have had a hat trick. He had a number of opportunities at it, as that was James Bursinger getting spun to the ice in the offensive zone. They're letting him play early. This is shot down, should be icing. No, they wave it off, say it was touched. We'll have to hurry now. It's thrown through the top of the crease by McAllister. And now walking in front, Egri had to make a save there, as William Lemick got loose. Back come the Engineers the other way. Bernese, and a backhand save made by Weber. Centering pass, they score! Right out in front, it's William Zeman. It's 1-0 RPI. Zeman, a goal and 2 assists in 21 games last year for the Engineers. Gets the opening goal in this one. Out of Ridgefield, Connecticut. So RPI deals the first blow, but something you usually can expect from these games, a lot of goals, as this one's poked away by Mark Perez, one of the freshmen for this RPI club. Pop free to the slot. Who wants it? Bearcats have it to center. Brandon Armstrong into the RPI zone, poked away there by Jake Doran. And now this will be thrown towards the Blue line carried out to center ice by the Engineers. Kastenbaum gets it deep. RPI wants to change. Logan Rossiter, cross ice feed, now down the middle. Pops off the stick of Matea. And now 3-on-2 as they hit the line the other way. Centering pass out in front, it trickles wide. Crack at it there for Ryan. And now Zaverdes can't keep it in, hits the linesman, carried on further, 3-on-2 for the Bearcats. Shot coming, saved by Egri. Rebound sits in the circle, a couple of good stick tie-ups there. No second chance. And RPI is able to lob to center. And it was Zachary Schaller, a goal, his first at the ACHA collegiate level, his last time out against Union. Schaller, a defenseman on your program, but he's playing forward again today. As stealing it away is Woods. A wrist shot deflected on goal. That was Borgery, who with a neat little redirect down low. Now another deflection goes wide, that time off the stick of Michael Miller. Now the net comes flying off. Faceoff's going to come outside the zone. 15:44 to go, first period. RPI and Cincinnati from the historic Houston Fieldhouse here in Troy. Facility that they broke ground on 70 years ago. June of 1948. Wasn't finished till October of 49. They apparently had inclement weather that delayed the opening of the Houston Fieldhouse until 49. It's been the home of RPI hockey soon thereafter. On the varsity side. And of course, when the ACHA team formed in the late aughts, I think they changed the name of the aughts. Whatever the previous decade was. 07, 08. There's a giveaway. In front, a shot rising up over the top of the net from Woods, who's still looking for that elusive third goal, although a game later. Nice catch at the blue line, but a good hit to separate his man from the puck. That was Luke Larbs on the play, now carried in. Stephen Lang on his backhand, stopping in the corner, trying to dig it out. Cross ice feed, and that one might have caught the crossbar on the way through. Nick Okada, the defenseman, jumping into the play, had 3 points against Bowling Green. Wrist shot coming, that one sails high from Borgery. Kept it on the far side, a shot off the side of the net, maybe caught the goaltender, Weber. It's gathered in again by the Bearcats. To find out who number 7 is, as is the case occasionally. Some guys are wearing different numbers, some guys aren't on the roster. Now driving the net. That was Smith, poked away from him. Kept alive by the goal scorer, Zeman. Throws a couple of hooks into his man, nearly stole the puck, does steal the puck, but his shot goes wide. Gathered in by Bernasian in the corner. He's wrapped up there by Armstrong. Little chip to the front of the net, nobody home. Smith trying to chase it down. He'll throw a hit into Kieserling. Pass through the center, broken up by Smith, spun back out to neutral ice by Durant. Into the zone, trying to drop it there. Stolen away and cleared out to center. Cincinnati trying to find their legs early in this one. 13:47 to go, 1-0 RPI, and a goal by Will Zeman. And now walking in, a shot and a goal! What a shot there! Brady Campbell picks out the top left corner. And it's 2-0. Second goal of the year for Campbell. And RPI's hot start continues. What a ripper. Unstoppable. Here's Dorf up the wall. Zaverdes will fire it all the way down. This should be icing on the Engineers, and it is. And we get a stoppage here. As you can imagine, much of the Cincinnati roster from Ohio. Although Nick Okada, the defenseman who I mentioned a couple times, is from Hawaii. Makakilo, Hawaii. Probably don't have a lot of Hawaiians go to the University of Cincinnati, and even fewer, I guess you could say one, play hockey. That's Okada. From behind the goal, it's Campbell, the goal scorer. Most recent, I should say. Off the skate of Perez, he'll get it deep. Weber stops it behind the cage. Dumped back in by the Bearcats. Good connection to center, although Schaller can't control it. And now fed back the other way. A chance for maybe a 2-on-1. Oh, did not see Montemerlo lurking there, and Cincinnati's offside anyway. 12:42 on the clock. ACHA hockey here on RPI TV. Welcome all of you joining us this evening. The college hockey season is underway. Started last weekend for ACHA clubs, and Division I NCAA women's hockey gets started this weekend as well. Some games going on tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday for the team that calls this rink home, RPI. Here's a shot coming from the point, redirected on goal. Popped right back out. Okara again, and that one through a screen went wide. Lavaseur tied up in the corner. Matea. Nice job to corral that. Lob it to center. Tracking it down is Okada. 5'9", 185 is Okada. Now losing his stick there was Woods. A chance maybe down low. It's left in front. Chipped out of there. Fanning on the clearance was a Horner. Puck loose in the top of the zone, and it's defended well. There was 3 Bearcats below the lone engineer there. RPI lucky now, a chance for a 2-on-1 the other way. Give and go, they score! What a play! Finished off by Woods and Mitch Borgery. 3-0 RPI. Third goal for Woods this year. In the back of my mind, you're thinking that's maybe one too many passes, but it was just enough. RPI able to bury. Nothing Weber could do about that one after 3 Bearcats got caught up ice. I was just going to say, Cincinnati would have had a chance. That puck gets by Alex Kim, the lone engineer standing in the slot. It's a 3-on-0 down low, but as is the case, Kim picked it off, and the Engineers sent things back the other way in a hurry to make it 3-0. Mentioned at the top of the broadcast, this Cincinnati team is no slouch as RPI's offside here. And letting it go as Borgery picked up the assist. Beautiful assist on that RPI third goal. That one shot down the middle. This should be icing here on RPI. And it is, as Colin racks the first one down ice. This is a good Cincinnati team right now that maybe feeling the bus trip right now, but we'll see. They have another game to play tomorrow against Siena, one of RPI's rivals. But really nice to see that they're making the effort, making the trip out, as this one's shot in from the top of the circle. To an otherwise pretty familiar schedule for this RPI team. Getting a team like Cincinnati on it certainly livens things up. And of course, they play Clarkson tomorrow for RPI. Another one that's been a rival on the varsity side for many, many years, but not yet on the ACHA side have they played, I don't believe. So there's another icing on RPI here. 10-10 to go, first period. 3 up on the scoreboard for the Engineers. And Austin Eggery between the pipes. He was perfect against Union last Sunday. Looking to remain that way. Picked up his 5th career shutout in the process. This is good puck possession for Cincinnati, and a play down low. That was Levasseur with the jam try, didn't go. Now around the cage comes Matea. Centering pass again, poking it out with the goalie stick there was Zagri. Knew he couldn't get it with the glove, so just reached for it. Nice move. Shot coming, that one skips wide. Good offensive zone time right now for Cincinnati. See if they can turn it into anything. As the Bearcat getting swarmed at the far wall. Matea comes to try and work it out. Levasseur behind the goal gets dumped. And if you're RPI, you don't want to take a penalty here. As that one shot off the back of the net. You're probably getting a little bit tired. Really need a whistle, and you don't get it, you get a goal. Danny Matea, who had a hat trick against Bowling Green, gets Cincinnati on the board here in the first period. And if you're one to follow ACHA hockey, you know that we could be in for quite the shootout here this evening. These tend to be high-scoring affairs. If you're RPI, you cannot take your foot off the pedal. As many times 3 goals is not enough. Puck shot in by RPI as Cincinnati in desperate need of a goal there. Got it. At the most opportune time. Nice play off the wall there. Nice touch pass walking in, and a diving poke check made by Rossiter to deny Evan Kama of a potential one-on-one with the goaltender. Nice diving play. Maybe a goal-saving play from Rossiter. Gathered in by the Bearcats. It was Ben Schneiber. Touch pass outside, and then the grad student, defenseman, Chris Saverdis, played at Stony Brook previously. This is his 2nd year here at RPI. Rister, that one along the ice, went wide from Kim. Turning and shooting off the post. A tricky shot there from Sean Horner, who scored against Union, was a +3. Tied for best plus-minus in that game. Goal and an assist for Horner against Union. Gonna get a trip here. They're gonna get an engineer. That's, I believe, Olivieri, who, I don't know how he's playing this game, to be perfectly honest with you. Looked like he may have sprained his ankle last Sunday in a play that he had to be helped off the ice. But he's back out there, and I think that was his first shift, and takes the tripping call here. So maybe they'll refrain from using him too much more. You know, you're a hockey player, you want to get out there, but when healthy, Olivieri, one of the best players in the program's history. You can't doubt that, but whether he's healthy or not, don't know. Here's Bernazian, shorthanded, all by himself in the offensive zone. Just leave it behind. I can't see the penalty clock. It's behind a Jerry Knightley banner to my left, but I guess there's a little over a minute left to go in the power play. Scooped into the RPI zone. Here's Campbell. Lobbing ahead, maybe a chance for a 2-on-1 shorthanded. Walking in, a pass, and that one skips wide. As this one will be played out to center was Woods, who carried it, and now Cincinnati back the other way. Bursinger wide from the near side, kept in at the point. Back to Bursinger. He lost it. Engineers cleared out to center. Here's Woods again. He'll just shovel it in on the backhand. go off on a change. A little over 6 to go in the first period. Cincinnati's gotten itself on the board here. RPI took a 3-0 lead in the first half of this period. But a first power play chance here for the Bearcats. Puck skips all the way through to the near half wall. Work back to the point. Offhand catch there on the right side. And again by our mysterious number 7. He's got it again. Shot coming and a good save by Egri on the redirect. That was Levasseur. Levasseur again. Out comes Olivieri. Shot and a blocker save this time by Egri. Power play's over. Cincinnati 0 for 1. Good pressure at the point. Glove down Olivieri. Can't leave the zone. Keeping it alive there was Armstrong. Now puck in deep. Chased down by Montemurlo. And he'll shoot it all the way down. No icing here. It was deflected. Weber leaves it behind for Dorf. Samuel Dorf with it. Out of Westchester, Ohio, into the zone. A little bit of room to work. Beating it down low and handled by Matea in the corner. He's wrapped up. And now the Engineers want to skate to center. 3-on-2, but nobody picks up the puck. Poked away, and they're onside. Now it's a 3-on-2 down low, and that pass goes right through Borgerie. Just off the bench, the Verdes will slam it in. All 3 forwards need to touch up for the Engineers, and they do. Bearcats puck, and a poor pass down the middle is intercepted, but luckily for Cincinnati, well, thought he was changing. Thought Miller was going to go off there. He didn't. Carried in, and they're offside here, and they wave it off. Shot coming over the top. Oh boy, it looked like the Bearcats were offside there. Now this touches someone on the bench. And the faceoff's going to come in the RPI zone. 4:20 to go in period number 1. 3-1. Engineers leading here. It's the Cincinnati Bearcats. Still have to get confirmation, but I do believe it's the largest school that the Engineers have played in club hockey at 44,000 students, 33,000 undergrads. Slammed in from center. And the goofy catch, the righty catch of the goaltender. Weber sets it down and quickly outlets a pass. Shot came from the far side. That was Von Kieserling. And now another puck comes floating in to Egri. He gloves it there. .352 on the clock, first period. 3-1 RPI. Couple of 1-0 teams, couple of strong teams in their respective regions. There's a shot and a goal from the blue line. Who else? Nick Okada, who's not been shy about firing pucks on goal. And we have ourselves a 1-goal game. I don't think Egri saw it. He didn't react until it was by him. Okada, a +6, although I'll take it with a grain of salt. A +6 against Bowling Green, in which the Bearcats won 12-1 in their season opener. But still 3 points for him, so certainly an offensive-minded, an offensive talented defenseman is Okada. And here he is again. Chipping in, he gets dumped there. I don't think he saw Perez there. Flying around the zone there was Larbs, and he dumps it in. Larbus. Slap shot coming, skims wide. He'll be gathered up here by Perez. You can't clear the zone. Get some help from Kim, bouncing puck, no. And we get a whistle here. I think we can get a penalty away from the puck. Elbowing is going to be the call. And a little bit of maybe retaliation, but RPI is going to go back on the kill. And Cincinnati with an opportunity here to tie the game on their second man advantage. And wouldn't dream of me saying that 7 minutes ago when RPI was up 3-0, but here we are, a 1-goal game. And Things can certainly change in a flash. Okada. Puck skips across. Good tie-up and a clear out to center. Okada back to get it. He's seen plenty of ice time here in this first period. Colin Rack down the middle. Good connection. Levasseur, a drop pass. Matea back to Levasseur, and that's going to be held on to. Not sure if it was a pass back to Levasseur, but the puck found him. A tight angle opportunity, but Egri cut it off. And we're going to get a draw here in the RPI zone. 2:37 remaining. Minute and a half or so on the power play. There's a slap shot, sticked away, picked up and cleared by Campbell, who got the second RPI goal in this game. Finding himself in an advanced position all the way in front of the Cincinnati goal. There's a dump of the puck all the way down from Jordan Smith. And a little bit of luck there for the Bearcats to get out of their own end as the pass hit an RPI skate. They kept on trucking into the zone. Larbs across, gets it back. Shot coming, save Egri, rebound, loose. It goes behind the goal. Zaverdis helped him out there. Now a backdoor feed, that doesn't go. Bersinger far side, wrapping to the near corner. And now Egri wants a whistle. He'll cover it up at the side of the net. 36 seconds to go on the power play. And now Egri's having a bit of an equipment issue here. Looks like he's got something going on with his laces on his skate. Had a good chat with Tyler Kangas, the head coach of Cincinnati, before the game. Just trying to learn a little bit about the region they play in. It's a very talented group of teams, including the somewhat famous and national champion Florida Gulf Coast hockey team, known for their large crowds. They're coached by an RPI alum and a Ring of Honor member in Bob Brinkworth. And the Cincinnati team split a 2-game set down in Florida last year against FGCU. Used to putting up plenty of goals. Their season ended with a loss to Ohio University 6-2. But last year, back on January 19th and 20th, they beat FGCU on the road 3-2 before losing 4-3. So this is the kind of test if you're RPI, you know you're up 3-0, but that's down to 1, and there's tons of game left here. So Engineers are going to need a second wind of sorts. Clearing effort kept in, spun down low by Rack. Levasseur behind the goal. Armstrong looking to center. It's broken up and cleared. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Weber back to leave it behind and over to be the first one too. It's going to be Borgery. Nearly stolen away that time by Schaller, who's back on D on the penalty kill. Takes a hit there. Nice job to shield and get it out of the zone by Schaller. Penalties over, out of the box comes Perez. Engineers are 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. Bouncing puck in the slot, swatted away by Kim. Throws a hit, puck free in the middle. Zaverdis had it for a moment. Now Kim again. Spins it back behind for Zaverdis. 42 seconds to go in the period. Nice connection to center. Here's Borgery on the move. Walking in, Borgery, a shot and a save by Weber, who lost sight of the puck after he made the save. And now back out in front it goes. Engineers haven't done a lot of attacking. They've been on the kill for a decent amount of this final, at least the final half of the period. They've been on the kill for about half of it. And now walking in, a shot and a save by Egri. Rebound right back to him. He's got in the breadbasket there. Not sure if the second effort was a shot or just a deflection off a skate, but he had to be aware as there was Samuel Dorf flying into the zone. No points against Bowling Green for Dorf. He was a +1. Right now, RPI just looking to get to the intermission, still up by a goal. And Cincinnati has come storming back with a pair of goals of their own. Fanning on a shot there. Another shot up high. A good save there on Larbs. As there's 2 seconds to go in the period one, and that will do it for the opening stanza here at the Houston Fieldhouse. Entertaining first where the Engineers took a 3-0 lead. But Cincinnati came back with 2 to make it 3-2. So we go to the break. We'll have stats at the before we start the second. You're watching RPI ACHA Hockey on RPI TV. Second period just about to get underway here at the Houston Fieldhouse. RPI and Cincinnati 5 aside as the frame gets underway, and a high hit there off the bat as it was Horner. Some early how do you do on the receiving end. Puck kept in Zaverdis. Now a centering pass, that's broken up. Shot all the way down. This should be icing, and there's a whistle. Finally came. .32 seconds into the second. RPI up 3-2. They scored the first 3 goals of this game. Then back came the Bearcats. So there's a the tripping call, not going to get it here. Thrown towards the side of the cage. Puck pops in the air. Bearcats will gather. Shot around behind, but nobody home on the other side. Borgery a drive that goes wide. Now kept in by Kim, but he threw it right onto the tape of Dorf, and now back comes Cincinnati. Pass behind the intended target, Dorf, and he'll have to head back out to center ice. Just off the bench is Rack, and he'll fling it ahead. First one to it is Matea. Danny Matea and firing in. Now a cross ice feed, corralled there. Okada, he's pressured by Borgery. Just has to play it up the wall. Far side connection all the way through. Quick wrist shot right on, and Egri has to make the save on Colin Rack. Picked up a goal, was a +1 against Bowling Green. There's probably more guys that were a goal and +1 than it weren't. 12 tallies for Cincinnati last time out. Fed into the corner. First one to it will be Schaller for RPI. Engineers will get it out to center ice. Smith had it for a moment, lost it. Shot right back in by the Bearcats. Kept in at the point. That one's redirected well wide. Off the shot from Rack. Now a backhander in front. Cincinnati keeps his own. Fed off a skate. Corralled there. Bernazian for RPI. Center ice connection. There's the man who scored the first goal for the Engineers. As that shot comes in from a tight angle, I think it was Smith. It was Jordan Smith. Took that shot. And the save was made by Weber. Will Zeman opened the scoring for the Engineers. Then Brady Campbell made it 2-0. And then it was Woods. The Engineers were up 3-0 in the first half of the first period. There's a shot coming. There's going to get goalie interference, I believe. Absolutely. Egri got run into, and RPI is going to go on his first power play. It's James Bersinger going off, I believe. He's nodding along. Not sure if he knew where he was in relation to Egri, but he certainly ran into him without the aid of an RPI skater. As the folks at home get a chance to take a look at one of the many cameras RPI TV has around the rink in the penalty box. Egri trying to feed it along quickly, but now Zaverdis has a little bit of pressure to deal with in the form of Von Kiesering. Stick handling up the wall is Ryan. He'll chip it in. First one to it, Rossiter. Knocked away, cleared off the glass and out. Past Zaverdis, back to pick it up in the RPI zone is Montemerlo. Craig Montemerlo, sophomore from Windsor Locks, Connecticut, 5'9", 160. Feeding it near side to Olivieri, who dumps it in, and we'll certainly see in the limited time that Olivieri gets, it will certainly be on one of these power play units, as he's out there, number 2 all time in points in RPI ACHA history. Kicked at by Olivieri, but he can't control. shot to the near point. Now struggling to corral it is Montemerlo. Engineers do keep it alive. Olivieri in the corner. 48 to go in the power play. Engineers have collapsed here. Montemerlo, a drive from the far side came from Zavernus. That was knocked away. Now it's out to center ice. A collision. One of the Bearcats lost his stick. That was Schneeberg. And now stick handling into the zone. Far side is Woods. Drops it off. He threw it right into the skates of Miller, who couldn't corral it. Now a couple of Bearcats collide, and Schaller's there to pick it up. 19 to go in the power play. Down low, they score! Schaller finds his man right in front of the net for an easy tap-in power play goal. I think it's Borgery, it is, Mitch Borgery. And the Engineers are 1 for 1 in the power play, and they're back up by 2. An unfortunate collision in the corner. 2 penalty killers ran into each other. And when you're already down a man and 2 more take each other out of the play, there's not a lot of coverage in front of the net. And that's what Weber found the goalie. And now a 2-on-1 right off the draw. Shot coming and a save by Egri on the right pad. That one in front of the RPI bench all the way on the ice. Borgery wins the race and runs into his man. And it'll be cleared out to center. Montemerlo. Shot ahead, too far out in front of Woods, but he puts the pressure on. Back comes Cincinnati, they're onside. Walking in, a shot over the top of the net, had plenty to look at. Matea still scrambling in front. That one's turned away by Egri. Cross ice feed, gathered in here by Armstrong. Now a centering pass broken up. Right back to Armstrong, a shot that may have been headed wide, but is steered away by Egri anyway. Matea, he'll just shoot it into the corner. Kim shoves his man into the wall. He's going to get a hit from behind here. And interference. That's not what I saw, but anyway. It's going to be a power play for Cincinnati. They're third. They're 0 for 2. Interference is the call. I guess they could have called a couple of things there. Like a shove to the numbers. A boarding perhaps, but interference to call. Anyway, 1-man advantage here for Cincinnati. And RPI immediately clears. Weber stops at the side of the net. Thought about leaving it, but pressure came from Bernazian, and then he gets spun to the ice. A lot of hockey is who has the energy, who has the giddy up. And so far to start both of these periods, the answer to that question has been RPI, but Cincinnati with a much needed comeback at the end of the first. See if they can do the same here in the second, where RPI continue to push. This power play, although still early in the second period, could go a long way to determining at least the rest of this frame ends up. Then just kill another one and turn that into something at the other end of the ice. Tie up in the corner, Bernazian there. He's wrapped up by Stephen Lang. And now a redirect in front. Good play by Zavernus, as Lang took just too much time to try and do something with that puck at the side of the net. And now Zavernus takes his man down there. Campbell trying to get free. Poking it up the wall and all the way out of the zone. Smith on his horse trying to chase it down. And the Bearcats are going to be able to escape out to center ice. Into the zone they come, chipping deep. First one to it will be Schaller. And he'll just wire it right back down. Stopped behind by Weber. And now Colin Rack. Defenseman with a goal in the opener. And we get an icing call on Cincinnati. See the ones place in the power play. I think folks watching at home might be able to see how much time's left on the man advantage. I can't see it. Anyway, shorthanded in the corner. Stick handling is Jack Ryan. Worked around to the point where it's kept in by Montemurlo. And now breaking in, 3-on-2 comes Cincinnati. In the slot, no shot, blocked. Second try hit escape. Now a slap shot coming, hit bodies, and the Engineers are back to even. Now Kama to center. Kama stick handling into the zone. Kama a feed, and a shot went wide. That would have been some kind of highlight reel play from Evan Kama. But as is the case, the Engineers still on the attack. Kama, a freshman from Sloatsburg, New York. Nearly dangled his way all the way to an assist. Well, maybe a 4-on-2 for Cincinnati as they hit the line. Around the net, drop pass, and a mask save made by Egri, and we get a whistle here and a hand pass called. Could have been much worse. A couple of the Bearcats were standing at the blue line waiting, but two of them hit the line with some speed. And it was one of those skate halfway around the net and drop it back and hope for the goalie cheats. Egri did not. He did a nice job staying on that left post. And he was able to steer it away. Now he's got some maintenance on that mask. He could have hit him in the wire cage. It sounded like plastic, but it's tough to tell from here. Face off one forward. Flip back in on the backhand by Dorf. And now pitching in on the near side is Rossiter. Taking his place at the point there was Von Kieserling. A shot and a blocker save. Rebound steered on goal. Egri can't corral. This shot right back behind by Campbell. Out of danger. Campbell back on it now for RPI. Lifts it high off the glass. Takes a funny hop towards the near circle. Now out to center. Engineers trying to gather it in with Perez. Right back into the zone. And the Bearcats touch up. Now Perez gathers again for RPI. Mark Perez, freshman from Wayne, New Jersey, will flip it in on goal. Weber's going to corral there. 9 minutes into the second. 4-2 RPI leading Cincinnati here. As it's shot in from center ice. It will be covered as Miller fed it in. Michael Miller, a sophomore from Clarence, New York. Former Rochester Monarch of the USPHL. Draw here to the left of Weber. The puck pops out past Kim. Race for it. Plenty of wheels being shown here by Bersinger. And he runs his man down in the corner. Bersinger trying to center. Knocked out of the play at the last moment there by Montemurlo. And now we get a whistle. And the net came off. 10:35 to go, second period. Just one goal scored here in the frame so far. It belongs to Mitchell Borgery, his second of the year. Borgery last year, a breakout campaign in his freshman season. 24 goals and 23 assists in 30 games. Out of St. Michael, Minnesota. And St. Michael Albertville Knight high school hockey from the state of hockey. Feed down low, shot and a save by Egri. He was one-on-one again. The Engineers can't keep letting that happen. This time it was Stephen Lang, the 6 foot, 175-pound winger, who was one-on-one there. But he was denied. Out of Cleveland Heights, Ohio, is Lang, looking for his first goal of the year. Kept in the zone far side by Larps. And now a puck kicked at, but not cleared. Another chance for Smith if he can feed it to the far side wing. There was plenty of room there. We're going to get a whistle. No, I'm not sure for what. Halfway point of this game. We're going to draw coming up in the RPI end. 4-2 Engineers leading Cincinnati. The first ever game between these two teams, as you might expect. Engineers don't really play teams outside the region, haven't, other than when they went to nationals 2 years ago. Taking on the likes of Lindenwood, Northern Arizona, who they beat, and Miami, Ohio. And the University of Miami, as they prefer, the Redhawks. A team that's in this same conference as these Bearcats. Knocked out of the air, probably saved an icing there by Bernasian, as it'll be gathered in by Cincinnati and so net. Flipped out to center. Smith, no. Poked at by Campbell. He'll stick handle a couple of times through the neutral zone. Then lost the puck. Tie up right near the Cincinnati bench. They're going to force it into the zone. Poke check there. Good reach. As it's wrapped around, was Zeman doing the defending. With speed into the zone. All the way in, ready to 3 Engineers. And then going to flip it in from below the goal line. It's 4-3. I looked away and looks like Stephen Levasseur with the goal. So Levasseur also had a hat trick. 2 guys had hat tricks, as you can imagine, with 12 goals being scored against Bowling Green. One of them was Levasseur, also had 4 assists, a 7-point game. He was +7 against the Falcons. But he picks up a goal here to make it 4-3. Fed out in front, make it a 1-goal game. That one flipped down the middle of the ice. Olivieri, who you can tell is not full speed, is out there anyway. Gonna have to rely on his brain more than his wheels today. Still ailing from that ankle injury. Out there nonetheless, surprisingly playing, not missing a game. There's a puck trickling in, and that one has to be swept away. Egri didn't handle it at all, and he allowed right back out to center. D-to-D pass, shot off the wall by Okada into the RPI zone. Kim lost an edge and went down, and the Engineers are going to benefit. From my angle, it looked like Kim just lost an edge, but it might have been one of the Cincinnati sticks that got in the way. And they're going to say it's the same guy who was in the box last time, James Bersinger. Replay. A little shove in the back. I think it was a combination of the two. Like I said, I thought Kim just lost an edge there in the Zamboni door area. Now a quick snapshot from Kim is blocked by the first man and cleared all the way down. Egri out to play. He'll shoot it behind the net. Borgery had it for a moment. And now Kim again will start the breakout here for the Engineers on the man advantage. Borgery stopped up there. Miller trying to drag it through a crowd. He got upended. Swept into the zone by Borgery. Cincinnati with plenty of time here to try and clear it out again. Rossiter gets it all the way down. Minute and a half to go in the power play. The Engineers have yet to set things up. And now Kim lost it. And a shot. And Egri had to make a save there, I think, with the glove. As it's stick handled through center. Here comes Woods with speed into the zone. Woods walking in, and his shot ramps up a stick and up into the netting. And we get the stoppage here. 7:06 to go in the second period. Both teams with a goal here in the frame. Engineers on the power play for the second time. They're 1 for 1 so far. Minute 9 left on the tripping call. RPI TV showing a little replay of the potential trip. That one's offside. That was not the trip that was called. That was Miller getting upended at neutral ice. But Bersinger still in the box for their minute 3. Neutral zone faceoff coming. Olivieri to take it. Whoa. That one snapped down ice by Dylan Scammon. Breakout again. RPI has struggled with that here this evening. At least on the power play, as Zaverdis is back to get it again. And right now, this short-handed forecheck, good pressure, giving Engineers fits. Zaverdis up the wall. Into the zone they come. Horner, the freshman from Santa Clara, California, picked up a goal against the Dutchman. Here's Zaverdis up the wall for Horner. Horner cycling for Olivieri. He's pinned up there. 15 to go in the power play. Back to the point, maybe some space. Here's Zaverdis, a shot and it's sticked away. Couple of Engineers lurking at the side of the cage, but I don't think they were able to set a real good screen yet. And now the penalty's about to expire, so RPI sets things up late. This is going to be gloved down at center ice and then dropped off and given away. Although nothing comes of it as Eggery will freeze. There's three. Actually ended up being three of each of the zone, but a little too close for comfort. Eggery tried some juggling there to the referee. That didn't work out either. 5:48 to go in the second. Engineers up a goal. They've never trailed in this game. They led 3-0 and 4-2. Stick handling in the slot, fed across. Dorf, a shot and a save, rebound, still loose. Scrapping for it, and somehow the right leg of Austin Eggery kept that puck on the good side of the goal line. And one of the Bearcats was jamming away at the right toe of Eggery, who had that puck, I think, pinned under his right pad. And just strong enough, and was able to get the whistle. And a draw here. Behind the goal, Kestenbaum. Perez to center. He takes a hit there by Rossiter. Laid him out. Near steal behind the goal from Kama. The puck's out to center. Back to pick it up. Campbell. A little cross-ice saucer pass. And Kestenbaum's feed back the other way, hit a skate, pops out of play. And we get a stoppage, and the Engineers can make a line change. Another look at the opportunity. Yeah, it's kind of floating around in there, and big time pileup. Net actually came off too. On the backside of Kama. So I'm not sure if they stuffed it in, if it would have counted anyway. Of course, no replay as far as the referees are concerned. As that pass across the ice is intercepted, shot coming and a blocker stop. Hits high off the glass, stays in play. Zaverdis behind the goal. And now a tight angle shot saved by Eggery. Rebound loose, still loose. And he's gonna get that left mid on it. Austin Eggery having a period here. Keeping the Engineers on top by a goal for the time being. And he's have to fight off a number of opportunities here from the Bearcats in this period. Spread eagle in the crease, just trying to find the puck. He again had some help. But Cincinnati knocking on the door. Fed across, intercepted by Borgerie. Has the most recent RPI tally, tried to walk around his man. It was knocked away. Trying to drag it through was Woods. That didn't work. Picked right back up by Borgerie. He gets his skate tangled up in a stick, and a shot came wide from the wall from Montemerlo. Now another shot comes fluttering in, and Weber with the stop. That time it was Mike Miller in front of the goal providing the screen, but the righty glove of Weber was able to hold on there. Draw a whistle, so the Engineers answer right back with a chance of their own. Trying to once again extend this lead to 2. 4:07 left in the second. Face off one straight ahead, rebound, Weber! And the puck is kept out. Tricky play there by the centerman for the Engineers, Borgerie. And Miller snapped his stick. Somebody snapped their stick. It was Borgerie. Now this is interesting. Borgery's previous stick had about 2.5 inches of tape on it right in the middle. And the stick he's using now has the full toe covered. So I don't know which one he prefers. This is certainly, I guess, his backup stick. But he's back out there for the faceoff. Last time he won it forward and nearly scored. This time it's one back. Wrister towards goal. It's redirected wide. Borgery back to pick it up. Behind the goal, off the stick of Miller. Corralled here by Woods. Woods down low. He assisted on the Borgery goal. Back to Borgery. Back to the point, and that pass was fluttering and skipping and hopping, and it went right through Montemurlo. Gathered in again by the Engineer. Kim spinning away from the forecheck pressure there. He'll skate it to center ice. Alex Kim, sophomore from New City, New York, had it and then got knocked down, lost the puck. Looks to be ailing a bit as he heads back to his defensive spot. 1-on-2 into the zone. It was Woods. Wildly lost the puck. And it's kept in by Borgery. Cross-ice feed into the skates of Woods. He'll track it down in the corner. Another centering pass. That's intercepted nicely. And skated out to center by Okada. No, he gave it away. Miller a shot, and he put it wide. Spinning one towards goal was Woods. It's picked up by Borgery. This top line for the Engineers is buzzing now. They'll take a seat after a pretty solid shift. Now Schaller looking up ice. Feeds it across for Olivieri. Nice connection there. Horner a shot, and that one's turned away. Olivieri trying to jam it in front. Another try. Horner a shot, and that one's held on to by Weber. It's the Engineers now knocking on the door after a good spell of pressure from Cincinnati. It's been an entertaining game so far. 4-3 RPI, 2:40 left in the second period. Shot up ice, rolling puck, be fought for. That's Duran. Now loose in front of the RPI goal. It's knocked away by Schaller. At least out of danger for now, but still on the attack on the Bearcats, and it's played softly out to neutral ice, and RPI can breathe again. Rossiter picking up speed, has some room into the slot. A shot, and his blocker save made by Egri. Schaller back to pick it up. Shielding the puck in the corner, gets some help from Olivieri off the glass, glove down there. On his backhand was Dorp, forced out to center, 2-on-1. 4 feet across there. Nice diving poke check as Ryan tried to find Olivieri. Now back come the Bearcats, 3-on-3. Matea all the way around the net. Off a skate, backhand shot, and Egri holds on. Quite a bit on that backhand try from the middle of the slot. I think it was Dorf or maybe Levasseur. Anyway, he really leaned into that backhand, and Egri had to be ready. It's really all, I believe it was Levasseur, really all he could do with it. So, to Egri's benefit, you could see it, anticipate it, and snare it. Behind the RPI goal, poked away into the corner by Miller. Zaverdis goes into the wall. Picked up by Bersinger. Bersinger tried to feed it across. Borgery got his stick in the way. Now Zaverdis again. Miller flipped into the slot, gathered up there, shot coming, it's blocked, rebound, they score! Luke Larbs, his second goal of the year, and we're tied at 4. RPI just could not clear the zone, and Miller threw the puck into the middle of the ice. Egri nearly bailed him out, but in the end, this is a tie game. He just couldn't quite get across. Good athleticism from Egri. And he was beaten to that left post. Now scooped to forward. Out to play is the goalie Weber. Fed down the middle. 50 seconds to go in the second. We're all tied up. 4-4. Poked at by Olivieri into the zone. Spun far side by Scammon. 3-on-2 comes Cincinnati with speed. Lemming to the face of goal. His work back to the point, just kept in. Will be dumped into the far side. 29 seconds to go in the period. Olivieri bottles his man up nicely and gets some help here from Montemerlo. That shot around, chopped to center. I believe this is Chandler Trenopole. Well, no, he's a defenseman, number 7. We still haven't figured out who 7 is. We'll do our best to do so next time. We get a break here, next period. As that one is fed off the glass, and that will do it for the frame. 2 goals for Cincinnati in the second, 1 for RPI. That leaves us with a 4-4 tie. We'll be back with that third period in just a bit. You're watching RPI ACHA Hockey on RPI TV. Third period about to get underway. Cincinnati and RPI all squared, 4-4. 20 minutes on the clock. Olivier to take the draw up against Matea. And it's given away, and Olivier fanned on a shot. Puck kind of handcuffed him there. As this one will be stick handled to center ice by Okada. Zaverdis breaks up that pass. Has it now. Looking around. Finds him to play it to. Finds Horner. Horner clears it out of the zone. This will not be icing. Okada back to get it. He'll ring it around. To center. Good stick there by Borgerie in his own zone. Nice move by Borgerie. Borgerie going coast to coast, walking right in, and a right pad save made by Weber. Holy smokes. And now a chance for Cincinnati to break, a breakaway. Scammon, and a save made by Egri. We're just a minute in. And already great opportunities at both ends of the ice. A breakaway chance there for Dylan Scammon. As that one's shot from a tight angle by Scammon wide. Previous to that, there's Mitch Borgerie is walking in and around the net. Egri back to his spot and intercepted by Kim. His pass behind Borgerie. He'll try and track it down. Won't do so. He's beaten to it by Dorf. Broken up by Kim again. Dorf behind the goal. Finding Steven Straffen. And this will be icing here on Cincinnati. They try to get a change. They're not going to be able to do so. Not so fast. Draw coming up in the Bearcats' end. We're not quite 2 minutes into the third period. Also, already some excitement as Mitch Borgerie would have been one of the goals, certainly, of the year. He stole the puck. He intercepted a pass, back checking inside his own blue line. Then stick handled by 3, maybe 4 Bearcats on his way to the net before he just couldn't lift that shot up over the right pad of Weber, keeping this game tied. Now they tie up in the corner. Shot on save Weber. Rebound skipped away about a foot, but he's able to smother it. And we'll draw it up here. Zeman, who got the scoring started with that opportunity. Face-off shot behind the Cincinnati goal. Puck kind of booted there by Lang. Back comes RPI. It's shot in by the defenseman, sophomore Kestenbaum. Intercepted by Smith. No, went through him. Cross-ice feed knocked down by Zaverdis, but he threw it right back to the man who threw the pass, Larbs. And now wrist shot coming high and wide off the stick of Bersinger. Larbs tied things up late in the second, and now a blind backhand pass thrown off the side of the cage by Bersinger. Wrapped up is Campbell, but he gets free. Can't clear the zone. Turning and shooting, that one skitters wide. Knocked down by Egri anyway. It'll be thrown off the glass. That leaves the zone. Bernasian had it for a moment, but he gave it right away. Chopped at by Bernasian. Picked up by Ryan into the zone. A little bit of fire there shown from Ryan. So he sped in. Olivieri had it, lost it. Ryan fights to win it back, and he nearly had a jam try the side of the net, but he couldn't reach it. Shot back in on the dump by Rack. Picked up by Zaverdis. Nice little chip off the wall, and here they go. Olivieri's pass cannot find Ryan. Loose at center, gathered up by Zaverdis. Engineers are onside. Zaverdis, a shot that goes wide. Swatted at by Horner. Gloved down Olivieri at the side of the net. But it's picked up and skated the other way. Cross ice feed through everybody. They will wave off the icing as it's Matea, excuse me, beating everyone to it. I don't know what that was, but Perez couldn't chase it. Nearly undercut there by a hit from Armstrong. Now tipped towards goal by Perez, never got there. Stolen away by Okada. Center ice tip, and now a 2-on-1 into the zone. Lavaseur, his pass broken up into the corner. Matea towards the point, and another good stick along the ice for the Engineers. That time it was Perez tipping the pass out of the zone. Matea upended there by Kim, separating him from the puck, but still on the attack. A wrist shot hit his shin pad, puck out to center. Trying to jump on with that long reach was Woods, couldn't do so. Shot back into the RPI zone, it's Kim. Alex Kim with it. Poked on further by the freshman Woods. And now Borgery, little backhand pass for Woods. Tried to pull back, lost it, picked up Borgery. Borgery, a tight angle shot, rebound comes free. Centering pass, and it was just behind the intended target. That being Kama. RPI back to its own end. Here's Schaller, sophomore from Toronto. Up ahead for Borgery. Borgery, stick handling, nice move to find Duran. And they try to work it down low, but it's picked off and sent the other way. Could this be icing? Schaller is there first. It is. And we have a face-off coming in the Bearcats' end. 14-18 to go in a 4-4 game. Both of these teams trying to stay unbeaten. Just the second game of the year, but with not another meeting this season until potentially in the national tournament. One of these teams trying to leave with inaugural meeting bragging rights. Shot coming, that went wide from Zeman. Behind the goal, it's Smith. Centering pass all the way through, Zaverdis. Spins it back for Campbell, his shot hit a shin pad. And he cuts his man down on the way, but still motoring up ice. The Bearcats losing it there. It was Bersinger. Shoveled along the wall, knocked down by Campbell. Brady Campbell, freshman from Malta. Shot up the boards. In the middle of a change of the Bearcats, and that one hit Bernasian, but Cincinnati regathers off the wall. Larbs on for Bersinger. He lost it. Campbell high off the glass and all the way down the ice, rolling puck. They wave off the icing. Back to play it is Rossiter. Left in the corner, Bernasian. Trying to filter it into the corner. Get some help there from Jack Ryan. Lobbing it towards the point. A little bit of a bunny pass, but Kim was able to get there. Now skating back to the way is Larbs. On a backhand, flipping it far side. Shot and a save by Eggery. Did a nice job to get in the right position. It was a tight angle shot. As Brandon Armstrong had 2 goals and 5 assists against Bowling Green last weekend is denied there on the doorstep. 12:48 to go, third period. RPI has never trailed in this game, leading by scores of 3-0 and 4-2, but in each case, Cincinnati has come back. There's a shot that's blocked by his own man. Eggery makes a save. Rebound not cleared. Still loose. It's kicked at. Shooting. Another stop there by Eggery on the pad. Oh boy, Cincinnati probably should have scored there. There's a shot that's blocked, and that one caught Montemerlo in a bad spot. Engineers stuck in their own end. Lavaseur fed across, it's intercepted, but they can't clear. Lavaseur again. He'll work it down low. Into the corner. Matea. Kim trying to get it out of there. Thrown in front, jam try, shot and a goal. And Cincinnati has its first lead. It's Dylan Scammon. His first of the year. He had that breakaway very early on in this period. Could have given the Bearcats the lead then, but he does now, 5-4. And the RPI fans here trying to fire up this RPI club that's seen its lead vanish. Now they trail. That shot high into the top left corner from the high slot area. Cincinnati up 5-4. Can the Engineers answer? Okada, far side. Stick handling into the RPI zone. A right pad save there. I believe that was Bersinger again. Engineers have had their opportunities, and they'll get more. Here's Bernasian. Stopping at the wall. Fed across. Slap shot and a save on the try there by Kestenbaum. Broken up, excuse me, but fed along. This is not going to be icing. Schaller back to play. On for Zeman. He got the scoring started, seems like a long time ago. Center ice draw here. This is about what I'd say you'd expect. A one-goal game, a lot of goals in the third period. If I could predict it, this is pretty close to what I would thought would have happened here. Either team with the lead, and right now it's Cincinnati. Cycling is Ryan. Ryan gets it back. Hands it off. Olivieri, a wrap try, no. Olivieri again, and a save made by Weber. Louis Olivieri in the corner. Back to the point. Quick snapshot and a save by Weber. Rebound thrown through the crease. Horner didn't have an angle to stuff it in, but he did roll it right through the blue crease, and now it's shot over the top. High and wraps all the way out of the zone. Okada, the long stretch pass. And a good back check there by Woods. 3-on-3 as they hit the line. Woods, a drop back to the point. Centering puck, no, off the stick of Montemurlo, and now back comes Cincinnati. Toe drag from Dorf all the way to the net front, and it's going to be covered up here. As Borgery needs to be separated from Danny Matea, or at least pulled by the shirt collar away. Of course, the Engineers a little bit frustrated. They led all the way up until late in the second period. But the Bearcats were the only goal here so far in the third. Still halfway to go. Schaller high off the glass, gathered at center ice by Cincinnati. They go D to D. Matea. It was past Levasseur. Stick handling along. The diminutive Evan Kama, who is showing some flashes on the puck. And overskates that, lob to center ice. Kim throws a hit. Wins the puck back again. Dorf. Turning and throwing off the glass near side. It's going to be Kim again. Indirect off the wall. Fed far side. Tipped into the zone by Borgery. Borgery. What does he have in the bag of tricks this time? Nothing doing. Matea, or excuse me, Dorf steals it away. No, it is Matea. Trying to drive to the net, poked away by Zaverdis. Takes a hit now from Zaverdis. Back to the point. Have a slap pass into the near corner. Trenopol. Haven't seen a whole lot from Chandler Trenopol. He didn't play against Bowling Green. Gonna shift here. Is a long pass into the zone. Engineers are offside. And they're gonna take a shift change anyway. Looking for the home run ball to Woods. Now Zavertis dumps his man in the blue line. Campbell's gonna play it around. Zeman, touch pass here. Smith trying to gain some speed to the neutral zone. He'll backhand it in. Weber behind his own goal to play. He's running out of room. Zeman's gonna try and fight for it. Fed up Bice, and a stick handle lost it. Diving poke does the job as it was cleared out by Scammon. He has the go-ahead goal right now, Dylan Scammon. Out of Orlando, Florida. Now Schaller. Backhand, Schaller put wide. Had plenty of speed moving across the front of the net. And in the end, just put the backhander wide of that right post. Good pressure, though, from the Engineers. Olivieri trying to jump on a loose puck. Stick handling. Olivieri makes a move, lost it, picked up by Bernasian. Gets some help there from Ryan. In front, Olivieri, they score! We're tied, it's Zavertis! The graduate student from Comac, New York, makes it 5-5 and picked the right time to crash down to the back post there. Engineers jamming away, and it's the defenseman from his left point spot. Actually, a right defenseman just found himself on that left side, and now Zavertis and nearly gives it away in the neutral zone. Good back check there by Olivieri. Olivieri made the play happen in the corner. He and was it Jack Ryan just digging away, scrapping for the puck, got it to the front of the net, forced the rebound from Weber, and Zavertis picks up the goal. He had an assist against Union, did Zavertis. As it's moved along, back comes Cincinnati, a save. No, it's in the net. Agri got his left pad on it, but it still found its way in. I heard pad. And the next thing you know, it's still going in. How do you figure? Zavertis had 5 goals last year to go along with 16 assists in 30 games. And his tying goal, the tie short-lived. Cincinnati strikes right back. Now a shot just over the crossbar from Lards. Another centering play, and clearing the effort there from Borgerie. Shot fired wide from the point. Shot off the boards. Kama can't find it. Shot coming, and they score again. It's Luke Lard. And now Cincinnati leads by 2 with 6:16 to go. And if RPI can't come back in this one, though, they've learned a lesson. Many of these freshmen have yet to learn is that none of these games are over. Especially not in the first period, especially not 3-0 when you feel like you're running away with the game. You really never are. Especially against a team like Cincinnati. High-powered offense that they are. Still plenty of time, though. 6 minutes to go. Big collision down low. Wrapping around, it's going to be gathered in here by Moran. He'll wrist one towards goal, and that one skips just wide. Down low, or Duran, excuse me. Here's Duran. Trying to center for Bernasian. Puck tied up, shot off the boards, out to center. Zeman's going to backtrack there. Schaller tipped into the zone. 2-line pass to the far side, broken up but given away. And then Duran does a nice job to block the pass. Shot came in, but it was deflected wide. Olivieri trying to stick handle his way through. Gave up his body to make the play. 2-on-2 into the zone. A little miscommunication on the pass there between Ryan and Horner. And a great job by Olivieri to keep the puck in the zone. Olivieri to the slot. And he found Ryan, but he couldn't get the shot away. And now he's getting double teamed in the corner. Under 5 to play in the third. Cincinnati now with its largest lead, 7-5. Centering pass out in front, a one-time try from Horner, no good. Horner again, a shot. That one, penalty coming up. Shot came from the far side by Jack Ryan. Didn't see the call, but it's going to be a slash. I think it happened in the corner, and they're battling down there. Anyway, Dylan Scammon found himself all over the scoring sheet here in this period. Goals, go-ahead goals, and now a penalty. There he is in the box. And an opportunity here for the Engineers to try and claw back to within one. Wrist shot blocked. Poked to the wall. Race for the puck. Borgery's going to try and get there. Shoveled at by Rossiter. Work back to the point. Kim, slap pass down low. Finding Woods. Indirect off the end ball. Borgery. Shot and a tight angle save made by Weber. Woods again. Woods fed across between the two defensemen. And Schaller's going to elect to just play it down low. Tie up there. Puck comes free. They score! Borgery finishes it off. It's a power play tally. It's a one-goal game again with 4:02 to go. 2 for 3 on the power play on the Engineers. And a lifeline of sorts with that penalty. Although credit RPI for drawing the call. They were putting the pressure on in the corner. They drew the slashing call here. And now Okada is out, I believe, to ask about what looked like potentially could have been a trip, but that went uncalled right before the goal. Would have been borderline if they called it. They did not. Engineers take advantage. They bury a backdoor tap in for Borgery. His second goal of the game. As I mentioned, had 24 goals last year as a freshman and picked up a very big one here. 7-6, 4:02 to go. Second power play goal of the game for the Engineers. As this third period has been wild. Huge hit at the blue line. Schaller, touch pass, Olivieri. Showing he can still move with that bum ankle. Now it's shot up into the netting. Redirect off the stick of Weber. Olivieri didn't see a whole lot of ice time in the first period. There he is. But has seen his ice time increase, especially on special teams and the power play, helping the Engineers. You didn't think you'd have to say it, but RPI having to come back down from 2 goals in the third period. If I told you that 10 minutes into this game, you thought it'd be crazy, but no. That's where RPI found itself a couple minutes ago. Now it's a 1-goal game again. Carry to center. Good speed here from Larbs. A shot and a save made by Egri. Will cover up. Clock ticking down on this one. You have to start thinking about when you're going to pull Egri if you're RPI. 3:36 to go. Conventional wisdom says a minute. Some coaches are electing to do so earlier and earlier. The way this one's going with all the goals being scored, maybe you do it later. I don't know. Depends on how you feel, I guess. Tom Cooley, the first and only coach of the RPI ACHA teams. Zaverdes broke that up, stays in the zone. Horner is shot high and wide. It's a shot from no angle there. And Borgery was denied the hat trick. Borgery again. Down the middle. Campbell, a shot and a save. Rebound! And it's going to be swallowed up by Weber. Borgery went flying in looking for a rebound. Olivieri was there as well. Great balance there by Campbell. Brady Campbell. The defenseman, he's left-handed. His body was turned towards the far side bench, and he leaned back and whipped one. There's Borgery, a shot off the crossbar. He tried that move last period and nearly scored, and that time he got even closer, pushing the puck ahead. He wrung the shot off the upper right corner of the net. Back to the point. Rister, save made Weber, and he's going to hold on to this one. Engineers not going down here without a fight. Chance upon chance. Face-off won by Cincinnati. To center ice, excuse me, it's Schaller. His pass is deflected into the zone. It'll be tracked down here by the Bearcats. Scammon. This time they ice it. They would have been icing, but it's right in on goal for Egri. Now Schaller gets across center, or does he? No. Icing here on RPI with 2:10 to go. Schaller pleading his case. He ran into one of the Cincinnati players. Actually knocked the stick out of his hand and then shot it down ice. It was maybe a step or two before the red line. So now we get a timeout here by RPI. Not a bad time to take it. Not only to give these guys who just iced the puck a rest, but also to discuss anything they'd like to do tactically. Coach Tom Kalu, as I mentioned, has been the head coach of these Engineers since their inaugural season. I think officially 08-09. But they played the previous year a few games. I don't know why I'm speculating when I have the internet in front of me. I also have, I believe, a tab that says history, or at least archive. All right. Oh, there we go. I was off by a year. The half season they played was 08-09. Then the first full year was 09-10. The club started by Jeremy Kupal, who's moved on to work video coach, number of NHL positions. Nashville Predators, Edmonton Oilers. After really starting things out, he started the club here. He went on to play on the varsity team. He's, for all intents and purposes, their video coach in his senior year. He did eventually play in a game. The Big Red freak out here at the Houston Fieldhouse, made a save, but got plenty of experience doing video coach work. Kupal did after starting this club, and turned it into a career. Anyway, RPI down here, a goal with 2 minutes to go. And the Bearcats have it. Bersinger, drop pass, a shot, looking for the top left corner. Just missed high and wide. It'll be kept in on the far side by Rossiter. Big collision there. Kim has it stripped away. Lang, his centering pass all the way through. Cincinnati saying the best defense is a good offense here. Just keep the puck in the offensive end. Swatted right back into the RPI zone. Make him go 200 feet. Schaller. Borgery chipping it off the boards to himself. But it's knocked away. And Schaller back to get it. He takes a hit. More forecheck pressure from the Bearcats. If RPI wants to pull its goaltender, right now it can't. It can't get the puck out of its own end. Borgery muscles his way onto it. Fed across right through the stick of Woods. And now halfway out of his net. To my right is Agri, but he can't move because the Engineers are back in the neutral zone. Nice move by Campbell. Campbell stick handling, back in and out of the zone. Olivieri was offside, now onside. Agri waiting. Tight angle shot and a save by Weber. It'll go behind the goal, but still no goalie pull as it's back to center ice, 35 to go. If it's any time, it's going to be now, but now back comes Cincinnati breaking. So Agri has to stay put. 27 seconds to go. Horner into the zone. A wrist shot is blocked by a shin pad. Off goes Agri. 20 seconds. In front. A shot by Horner. No. Rebound. They score! It's Zaverdis again with 16.5 to go, and we're tied at 7. Chris Zaverdis on the doorstep. An extra attacker goal. It was a good tip in front by Zaverdis the first time. Second effort, I think it was Horner. And Zaverdis able to bury it. Engineers just throwing pucks on goal, doing whatever you can. And of all people, the grad student defenseman who had 5 goals all last year has 2 in this period. Now 10 seconds to go in regulation. Engineers on the attack. Knocked down. Here come the Bearcats. Good poke check there by Schaller. And we're going to overtime. Because of course we are tied at 7. Engineers led 3-0 halfway through the first period. Then back came the Bearcats to pull within 3-2. RPI took a 4-2 lead in the second. But then it was Cincinnati pulling within 1 at 4-3, and then 4-4. Bearcats took the lead for the first time in the third period, 5-4. RPI then tied it at 5, and then 2 goals for the Bearcats quickly in succession to go up 7-5. Engineers getting 1 on the power play from Zaverdis to make it 7-7. About 4 minutes left, and then with 16.5 seconds left in regulation, Zaverdis an extra attacker goal and a 7-7 game. That's where we stand. We go to overtime here. Just the second game of the year. These games are free to attend, folks, if you want to come on out. Always a show here. If you like goals, we have those. And a team that right now, last few years, winning at about 60% clip. And last year they went 17-13, and they're disappointed with that, so you know they're looking for more. And this freshman group, sophomores as well, that looking to contribute here in 2018-19. 2 years ago, RPI made it to nationals for the first time. They fell to Lindenwood Belleville, which at the time was the #1 team, I believe, in the country, at least top 5, and then they beat Northern Arizona 2-1 before bowing out to Miami, Ohio 5-3. That was 16-17. This program, built by mostly the hard work of guys like Tom Cooley, Jeff Morris, assistant coach, Ryan Alexin on the bench today, an engineer and a golfer when he's not coaching these Engineers. Of course, an alum, a former club player here. It's their volunteerism for the most part. I know Cooley might get paid a bit, but certainly not doing it for the money. Zaverdis across. That one skips through Borgery. 5 minutes of overtime here as it's worked around the net. Engineers have to bottle up that energy they had late in the third and try to turn it into something. Eggery's going to shoot it into the near corner. Bearcats the first one to it. As it pops free, turning and throwing it down low was Lemick. And now Borgery is going to shovel it towards the blue line, and luckily it got through. Our Engineers could have been in trouble there. Horner. Maybe a bad change here and a chance to break. Slap shot coming. Save Eggery to hold on. He was standing at the edge of his crease. And he denies Scammon, who gave Cincinnati the lead, its first lead in the third period, and he nearly ended things here with that slap shot from the circle. Here's Kim behind the goal. Takes a look up ice, finds Horner. He'll chip it off the boards to himself. Still Horner. Still Horner. Took a hit there, lost the puck. Separated by Armstrong. Then he gives it back in the corner. Who lost his stick? I think it's Olivieri. No. Horner tried to walk his way out of there. Fed down ice. This should be icing here. And perhaps a tired Cincinnati group of four will have to stay on the ice for this draw. 3:28 to go in overtime. 7-7 RPI in Cincinnati. It's just the second game of the year for both of these teams, but now Cincinnati wants a timeout. It's been everything we've asked for and a little bit more. About 5 minutes more to be exact, potentially, if we don't find a winner here in the next 3:28. Both of these teams winners their first times out. Cincinnati, you look at them in the all black. (12-1) over Bowling Green, who, mind you, does have a varsity program as well. Both of these teams in the division, what's called Division II ACHA hockey. RPI cannot be Division I due to the fact that there is a Division I NCAA varsity program here. Cincinnati, in theory, could play D1. Penn State, I believe, grandfathered in. I think they still have a Division I club team, despite the fact that they were elevated from club to NCAA. Now, it seems like a number of years ago. Arizona State was a Division I club. Now they're an NCAA Division I sport. Anyway, back to action here. 3 and change to go in OT. Schaller finds Olivieri. Still skating around that bum ankle. He'll lob it on goal, and about a foot out of his crease is Weber to hold on to it here. You look at a 7-7 game, you say, what's wrong with the goalies? And both goaltenders at each end, there's Weber, have come up with some big time saves in this game. Now Campbell, the nice keep of the blue line, trying to feed it down low for Borgery. That didn't connect. Pass a little bit behind the intended target, and they're offside. Oh, what's the call here? Oh, he's calling offside. Referee put his arm up, but I guess in the three-man system, he's calling offside. Usually when you see an orange armband go up, it's for a penalty, but not here. Walking in, a shot and a save by Egri. That was Dorf, the defenseman. And when you're into a 4-on-4 situation, your defensemen need to be a little bit more offensive, and that's what we saw from Dorf. He stepped into that wrister. But Egri pinned it against his shoulder. 2:37 to go in OT. Here's Dorf again. Clean win. Back to the far side. Looking for a redirect. Good tie-up by Zaverdis. This will be chipped off the glass and all the way down. Will it be icing? It's spinning and rolling, and that'll benefit the Bearcats here. Icing here on the Engineers. As I mentioned, Cincinnati is heading over to Albany to take on Siena tomorrow to complete their road trip. Here's Zaverdis. Far side intercepted. Glove down at the point in front. Fed towards goal. Egger's going to cover. Had a man crashing there. It was Scammon. Then RPI tomorrow. They're taking on Clarkson right here at the Houston Fieldhouse. I believe the first game between the two teams. I don't think RPI has ever played Clarkson in ACHA hockey. This one shoveled around, stopped up by Kim. Alex Kim near side, tipped along by Horner, but it's still going to be icing as he was on the wrong half of the midway line. Face off coming up back in the RPI zone. To the blue line, a shot that goes wide. It's a good thing it did. He was angry he never saw it. Off the glass, center ice into the RPI bench. I believe it hit a Cincinnati player, so the face-off will come out in the neutral zone. In fact, center ice. Olivieri tried to walk away with it. Now he gets it back from Horner. Olivieri driving, had it poked away. Saucer pass, one-timer Horner, he didn't catch it cleanly. Now the Bearcats trying to break. 2-on-2 they come. Armstrong, a shot and a pad save made by Egri, got just enough of it. Tipping it into the corner. Kim. Twisting and turning in the corner. Still Alex Kim, fanned on the first bat, then found Olivieri. Minute 10 to go in overtime. Olivieri spinning around. Gets some help from Schaller. Trying to work it up the boards, it's broken up. There's a man open in the slot, backhand try, now high slot, shot coming, they score! And it's Nick Okada with the overtime winner. The Hawaii native with his second goal of the game. And the Bearcats win it 8-7 in overtime. Terrific game on both sides. And credit Cincinnati, who I mentioned it earlier in the first period. It looked like they hadn't quite found their legs yet. After a very long trip out east. But they sure had them at the end of the game. As Okada is able to net the winner with 55.4 seconds left in OT. Teams will shake hands at center ice. And we here at RPI TV want to thank you all for watching tonight's game. Cincinnati improves to 2-0. RPI falls to 1-1. Okada the game winner. My name is Perry Lascaris. Once again, thanks for watching. Final score, Cincinnati 8, RPI 7 in overtime here on RPI TV.